That's right. It's time. We got our injectors. Yeah. I had them send me the old ones just because I wanted to take these apart. And if you can take them apart, I don't know. I ain't never fooled with them. But we'll see if we can take them apart. I just like to know what's in them. I paid for them. You know, they ain't no good. So, yeah. Gonna break them up, take them apart, whatever. Alright, so what we're about to do, we're gonna prime the oil, get the oil in it, get the transmission fluid in it, get the water in it, pump everything. Well, prime everything, make sure the water's up yonder, try to get any air out of it, make sure we got good oil pressure, and yeah, get the transmission full of fluid. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's get this thing running.
Just a young go-getter, white boy with the pack, I was man in the middle. Tucking that strap in these old blue denims, been serving that Thrax backpack full of killer. Rolling that dope smoke, blowing out the window. Pull up on a bitch late night, I just met her. She want my kids, I still ain't hit her. I still ain't rich, I'm trying to get rich, I'm trying to get paid. Boy sharp as a blade, outcast, renegade, got plenty of hate. People switch up and they flake, they two-faced and they fake. I can't even fuck with you, man, I slid in that truck.
Okay, so we skipped some stuff. There really wasn't any point in you watching me fill the transmission and motor full of oil and fluid. What else did we get? We got the radiator as full as we could get it. We kept pumping it. I broke 2 lines loose up there to try to let some air out. We used the normal thing you would use to put coolant in a car. Use a little bucket. I don't know where it's at. Here it is. This worked out really well, right? Put that in there and let all the air come out. So yeah, we got this primed. Got some water in that. Pumped it. It's good. Had a couple of loose fittings here and there. So now we're fixing to see if we can prime the motor. We went to start it up and we had an issue with the fuel pump. It started leaking. So I pulled the fuel pump off. Ended up pinching the O-ring, but we got an O-ring back in it. Seems to be working. So we're gonna start it up, let it run for a couple minutes maybe, make sure nothing's wrong, and go down the road, see if we can't get the rings to break in and get it back, change the oil, and that's it. It'll be ready to go. So here we go.
So the O-ring didn't hold.
Well, it's leaking again. O-ring gave out. Well, there ain't no fixing this pump. So this O-ring just keeps giving out no matter which ones I try. And if I order one, I'm gonna have to wait. So what we're gonna do, because I kind of feel like this should have sealed, and I just feel like life is telling me don't use this pump. So what we're gonna do, well, what we've already done is go ahead, and we just went ahead and upgraded. So let me put the phone down for a sec. So we just went ahead and upgraded to the 7. So what the plan is, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on there. We're gonna go ahead and run it because there was a possibility this was gonna give out at our power level anyway. So we went ahead and went with the 7. So I'm gonna call Aeromotive, see if I can send this in, have it repaired with something saying it was repaired, you know, and just put it up for sale. And if I can get some of that back, it won't be so bad. So let's go through this daunting task. And it sucks because I had all that stuff wired in. I shortened it up so I didn't leave myself much room on the wires. So yeah, that part sucks, but I don't know. Cut these wires and get them soldered back in real quick. Let's get this thing fired up. Well, it's the next day. The engine's set all night, it's done cooled off, so we got to pull the front end off. I got to retorque the heads now that it's done went through a heat cycle. I believe what I'm going to do is check this one right here, and I'd like to see where just one of them is. It's really not a good sign. I'd rather be in the middle, but just for curiosity, I'm going to check that one. And we're going to pull the exhaust manifolds off, intake off, valve covers off, rockers off, retorque the heads. So let's get all this off and get them retorqued. All right, so 80 moved. Let's bring it down a little bit more. We're going to come down to 70. All right, 70 click, we'll go up 75. Moved just a little bit, so I'd say it's probably 76 or so, maybe 77. Yeah, 77 moves it. I think I said that backwards. That's that. It's Lexit kicking in. 73. Yeah, about 73. Yeah, 73 is where they click, 75 they move. So what is that, 75 to 100? Damn, so that's 20, 75, 85, 95, 10, 20, yeah. So let's ramp it up to 100 and torque them back down. That is. Real quick, another thing I do is I take this, right, and on every intake bolt, you put a little bit of that, just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. If you put too much, it's going to smush out everywhere. So put a little bit on each one of them threads because air moves through them if you don't. Alright guys, from that clip you just watched, it's probably been like a week. I hadn't really been recording the stuff. Figured I'd just kind of run you through and catch you up real quick. Got the manifolds back on. Redid the exhaust from here down. Put new ends on it. It's sealed up now. The exhaust in the back here. I was leaking right here. I was leaking right there. You can't leak here because that's right there, and if you leak there, then that picks that up, and if you leak up there, it's going to pick. You can't do it. We got the race ramps. Fixing to put the race ramps up under it. We're fixing to set the bars. So I got to set the bars. We're going to get the weight on it and get the scales out and do that. But everything's good. The exhaust, now that that's fixed, it's good. So yeah, so far so good. We're gonna get the bars set, get everything ready, and today is Tuesday. There should be a race Saturday. We're gonna go down to this race and we're just gonna test. Basically, I'm gonna make some hits, 60-foot hit. I'll do like a 330 hit. We're gonna do some low boost stuff, and depending on what happens, then we'll start making full passes. If we got time, we'll start making the full passes. We'll start reading some plugs and see where we're at. So yeah, let's get it done. So the first pass, which maybe you're fixing to see or already saw, was real lazy coming out of the hole, and that was 9 pounds of boost at 4,000 RPM. I'm thinking the gear is I don't think there's enough gear there. I just got a 422, and I think it's going to have to go up to a 5 because the way it left the line, the RPM and the boost, and it was that lazy. I'm thinking I'd probably have to be at like 15 pounds of boost to come off the line. And I'm not sure my converter's liking this either because it's just like a big roll, but I didn't stay in it long enough to really see what was happening, and I didn't have a boost ramp. I just left and kind of let the boost linger where it was at. So fixing to go over the data now, see if I can figure out anything, and cool the truck down, and we're going to try to make another pass. Down on the bottom. So, as y'all can see in that video, for anybody that don't remember, I detonated and cracked my block one time. So when that truck popped, it was a little PTSD from the last race we had, and I thought I was detonating, so I let out. But that wasn't me, as you can see in the video. It was the other guy. But it was loud enough inside my car, I thought it was me. So that pass went a little bit better. I'm fixing to check now to see how much boost it was actually at before I left the line. We were commanding 15, but I don't know if it made it there. But the run was nice and smooth, and I stayed in it a little bit longer. So far, I'm pretty happy with everything. I'm still questioning the converter. We may have to send off the converter to do the second gear lead, we may have to change that a little bit. Or I may have to change the rear gear ratio. I may have to call somebody and ask them about that, because I'm not 100% on that. It could be because I don't have a boost ramp to tote me through it. So I'm basically, on that last pass, I was trying to leave at 15, and once I left, I just held 15. So that maybe was causing it. I really don't know, because I've never done this before, so we're still trying to figure it out.
What you doing right now? What we doing?
Oh, we videoing?
We video. What we doing?
So we're gonna do like a 2-part video.
Sure.
So this will be the second trip to the track. So what are we doing?
Where we at?
Right now, we're at Silver Dollar Motorsports Park.
Okay.
So what I'm doing right now is taking everything out of there that I had in it the last time. So we're leaving in first gear instead of second gear. And I'm gonna make sure that it shifts through all 3 gears like it's supposed to, because of what it was doing when we just got done testing at the other track. And did I tell them what was going on? I think I did. It was getting hung at 6,500, and I think it's because I wasn't hitting the gear hard enough. So we're gonna come back to first. I'm gonna run it through first, second, and third. I ordered another gear. I got another gear coming for it that I think is gonna work better. But tonight, I'm just running it through all 3 gears. I want to make sure that nothing's wrong with the transmission, that it does go first, second, third. Then we're going to try to do plug reads, because if it goes through first, second, and third, I can go ahead and do a plug read. Then when the gear comes in, then we can go back to trying to do the second gear lead again. So right now, I'm trying to make it leave on 5 pounds of boost instead of 15 pounds of boost.
Okay.
So we're kind of turning that down, because it's going to be pretty aggressive with a 422 rear gear leaving in first gear. It's probably going to leave pretty hard. Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing we did is I splurged. My kid is the one helping me back up. My kid's the one having to talk to people when we're at these events. So if you watch No Prep, you have to talk to the person running the flashlight or the flagger, and you have to talk to the people around. So my kid's up yonder and he really doesn't know what to say. So he has to run back here and talk to me, or he has to say stuff to me about other stuff. And so I figured it would help him if we went and got the headset. So he's gonna be trying to figure out the headset tonight. He's a little nervous about backing me up because he's used to being in the front. Now he's gonna be in the back, which is gonna end up being easier because it's easier to do it from the back than the front to me. So we're probably gonna screw that up. Probably gonna be crooked and out of the groove, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it.
Nope, I didn't. I'm recording now.
Okay, so we're about to go make another hit. As you can see in the video, it spun. So I undid everything I did and took some RPM off the hit because the first gear is so short. So I went from 3,800 RPM down to 35. Took some clicks back out of the front suspension and added some clicks to the rear because in the video it looked like I crushed the slick pretty hard. And it looked like the rim bounced. So I'm gonna kind of go back to where I was and then start moving again, except for the rear. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
I am.
Recording me while I'm confused and don't know what to do.
Yep. Showing that you're human.
Oh yeah. I don't know what to do. It looks like I'm crushing the slick, but I ain't seeing it separate. So I don't know if that's air pressure. I don't know what a good air pressure is. I think I need more air.
So it doesn't crush it as much?
Yeah. Because the camera, I finally found the right angle that the wheel is pushing down. It just, to me, it looks like there's not enough tire pressure because the wheel separates from the fender line, and it does separate, but then it crushes the slick, but then it bounces. So I'm thinking it's just crushing the slick from the air pressure. So we put some more air pressure in it. I put the shot back to where it was. We'll try it again.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you heard it in the video, but when I took off, it took off, but then it like clicks into second gear, and then it just loses everything. Well, then I found it in this the boost table right here. So I found it in the book. Do you want to look at the boost table? So the reason I could feel it ramp up, but what was happening, it was ramping up the boost right here. There's your time, 2 seconds. So I didn't realize when I moved that table back, I moved it off to 10, and I always keep it at 10 seconds because I'm completely done and I want it to shut off after 10. And when I moved it, I didn't realize I'd moved it down to 2 seconds. So all I gotta do is move this back to 10. That'll hold 15 pounds of boost for 10 seconds. When it clicks in the second gear, it won't drop the boost. So I'm gonna move this over, and if we make another pass, it should be able to go down the track, click in the second, keep going. All right, well, it's been a few days. This is the end of the video. So pretty much, we ain't been doing nothing but having trouble. So in case you didn't quite keep up with what I was saying in the video, or maybe I was a little confusing because I had a lot going through my head. We started out second gear leave, 422 gear. I swapped it to a 486 gear, second gear leave. Had trouble both times, it didn't want to work. So either what the person's telling me is right or wrong. So one way, you got to set the converter up for it to work. The other way, the guy's telling me that you got to leave and you got to give it all it's got to get it through second gear. And if that's the case, that ain't going to work because I ain't done plug reads and I hadn't altered my timing and all that stuff per cylinder. So I'm not going to hit it with everything it's got until we do that. So basically what I'm doing right now, well, actually what I've already done, I went and got a 370 rear gear. I put the 370 rear gear back in, which originally we had a 373. It's not a big difference. So this should make the converter act right. It should go through all 3 gears. We can go ahead and race. I can start racing now. Go ahead and hit some events. And while we're doing that, we'll make some calls and find out, does the converter have to be set up for that? Or can I just hit it hard and it pushes on through like it should? But basically what is happening is when I leave, it just comes up to 6,500 RPM and that's where it sits. I tried multiple times shifting and the RPM would climb up a little bit, but the way it was responding, I felt like I was just gonna blow the transmission up or burn something up. We ended up cooking the transmission fluid while we were down there. I don't think I put that in video. We went down there just to test something. We ended up burning the fluid up, so we had to load up and come home, and that's when I called it quits because I ain't trying to burn the transmission or none of that stuff up. So that's it. The next video will have the 370 gear in it, and we'll do some plug reads, and we should start cutting it loose. So yeah, hold tight, keep watching.